I am a young man from Sinai. It is said that I am a charlatan or sorcerer. I harness the jinn to carry out what I desire. Everyone comes to me to fulfill their wishes, or to ward off harm they have encountered. Well, in reality, what you have heard is not true. I am not a sorcerer, but one might say that I am deceptive. Here lies the fundamental question: why a sorcerer, and why deceptive? The truth is that I possess a talent that involves reading the thoughts of the person sitting in front of me. For example, when a woman asks me to make her husband treat her kindly, I ask her for some strange requests in return. These requests imply that I am a sorcerer, so that this woman believes I am a sorcerer and have the ability to help her. I ask her to bring a piece of paper and write some strange words on it, and I speak in incomprehensible words. I also ask her to listen to her husband and not argue with him much, and to comply with what he tells her. From my experience, it must be noted that any woman who listens to her husband and does not try to upset him will earn his approval naturally. However, in reality, those who come to me wanting to see me, I perform magic acts. But as I mentioned, I am deceptive. One day, 3 men came to me. They seemed to be from a prominent family or village. The elder man was named Awad. This man informed me that his son had been possessed by a jinn, and he wanted me to rid his son of the jinn. He offered me a large sum of money if I could remove that jinn from his son's body. This type of task was my favorite. Immediately, I took my bag containing some tools and went with the 3 men to see Awad's son. The house was very far away, so darkness fell while we were halfway there. We were walking on a rural road with no electricity, only able to see by the car's headlights. Suddenly, as I was looking out of the car window, I saw a man holding a black cat. This wasn't the strange part. What was strange was that after a few seconds, a man appeared in front of the car, and we couldn't avoid hitting him. The car veered off course and entered the farmland. We ended up in the middle of the farmland, crashing into a large tree. Everyone got out of the car, but I couldn't move at all. I felt as if something was crawling under the car. I looked at the door next to me and saw a hand stained with blood trying to open it. I immediately tried to close the door quickly, but that hand was so strong that it ripped the door off its hinges and threw it away. A man covered in blood, his eyes red as blood, appeared in front of me. He lunged at my neck and almost killed me. The 3 men panicked and struggled immensely to restrain that madman and managed to tie him to the tree. That blood-stained man was uttering incomprehensible words. Haj Awad informed me that this man's condition was similar to his son's and requested that I remove the jinn from this man's body. In return, I would receive more money. I had no other choice but to rely on some information I had read in books about magic. Additionally, I took out a wolf skin whistle from my bag, as I had heard that jinn fear wolves. I began to whip the madman. My situation was dire, as the man started bleeding more, showing no signs of possession. I remembered a spell I had read from the Book of Sun Knowledge. This spell was meant to expel jinn from a human body. As soon as I recited this spell, the man spoke in a terrifying voice, saying, "I will not leave you, O son of Adam," repeatedly. Then, thick black smoke started emanating from the madman's mouth. The sight was terrifying, causing everyone to run in fear. I, however, stood frozen in place, unsure of what to do. The black smoke headed towards me and engulfed me, causing me to collapse immediately. When I woke up, I found myself in a hospital. I stayed in the hospital until I recovered and returned home. I decided to completely stop what I was doing after what happened to me on that journey. I gathered all my belongings, including the magic books, and placed them in one of the old rooms. After several days, while I was sleeping at night, I heard a black cat's voice screaming in front of my house. I tried to shoo it away, but it looked at me with eyes full of hatred, as if I had greatly wronged it. The next day, I went to the store to buy some supplies. I saw the same cat in front of me, and this time, the cat attacked me, scratching my face, causing me to fall to the ground screaming in pain. I then heard the store worker asking, "Are you okay?" I opened my eyes to find my face free of wounds. What I saw next filled me with extreme terror. The cat was in front of me, visible only to me, as it moved through people's bodies as if it were a ghost with no physical presence. I decided to travel to calm my nerves a bit. During my first night at the hotel, I woke up to find a huge creature wearing a black cloak, holding a large sword, standing over me. Suddenly, this terrifying creature raised the sword, and I thought it was going to kill me. However, it pointed the sword towards my head and stopped. I screamed at the top of my lungs, and some hotel workers entered my room. Just like with the black cat, only I could see this creature. I returned home, and this creature continued to appear to me for 13 days, just like the black cat had done. This creature disappeared to be replaced by another being, Death itself. Death was embodied as a skeletal figure carrying a large scythe. Similar to the black cat and the terrifying creature, this skeletal figure appeared to me for 13 days. However, before the last day concluded, a strange event occurred. There was a loud knock on the door. I went to see who it was, and it was Hajj Awad. He informed me that those who were with us on our journey had died, and he felt that the jinn that was in the body of that mad man, who was called Hafez, was now seeking revenge against us. Hajj Awad suggested that we go to Hafez and see what we could do. Suddenly, Hajj Awad started screaming. He saw the skeletal figure behind me. Hajj Awad fell to the ground, and the skeletal figure turned into thick black smoke, piercing Hajj Awad's skull.